Do politicians understand AI? Most do not. There's a video of Boris Johnson talking about ChatGPT, mainly for the way he says ChatGPT. A lot of them will use ChatGPT, maybe, on a daily basis. Not necessarily very well. Doesn't necessarily mean they have any understanding of what large language models are, what generative AI as a whole, what it can do for society. Those are bigger questions. They'll have smart people brief them, but it is a dense, complicated subject that has sprung up in the last 3 years and risen to a level of importance that a technology doesn't normally do in 3 years. It would have required them to study what this means for society. I don't see that in the majority of politicians. One Labour MP, Mark Seward. A few months ago, Mark Seward put up an AI avatar of himself. And I remember shooting a video like, oh, this isn't going to go well for you, Mark. It did not. He had to take it down after a few days. There's a guy who vibe coded a website. He did a video of himself and how he had built this thing. At least he is engaging with the technology and trying it out. The site's not very good, but that's not the point. There's something new here. He used Cursor, built a website. We need politicians learning what this stuff means on a practical point of view, not just from reading about it, not from some think tank report. They need to get their hands dirty. Ben says, what country has an AI minister? Albania. It's an anti-corruption tool. Her name is Diella. It is an anti-corruption procurement officer, basically. So you go through the process of talking to this bot in order to deal with governmental procurement, because a lot of corruption was happening. They've put it through AI, which makes sense. Putting AI into your procurement process to remove corruption makes sense because you're removing the human element. The Prime Minister appointed her a cabinet minister. He started talking about how she's had children because they created multiple instances of this AI and assigned them to different parts of government. He was anthropomorphizing and saying she's had 60 children now working on different government departments. It's a weird way to do it, but the ideas make sense. Using AI in government, if it's used well, is going to allow for removal of human interference, which can lead to things like corruption. The intentions are good, and the way it's being done is a bit showboaty. Edi Rama, the Prime Minister, I haven't heard of any results. I assume, like a lot of these flagship AI projects, it's just not used and nobody ever talks about it, and it just made a few headlines and that's it. Then corruption prevention is a decent use case. It's a procurement tool. You go through AI to say, I need 50 laptops for my department. Can you help me buy the 50 laptops? Instead of laptops disappearing or the money going in a brown envelope to some supplier who's actually your cousin, it's all going through an AI. I don't know why it had to be given a face, a cabinet. It might be Edi Rama's way of saying enough of the corruption, put a computer in charge. Sure, somebody's cousin built the AI system, money changed hands. When I speak to people in government, a few understand how AI will affect society. Complex.